Tonight's school committee meeting on January 7th of 2026 come to order. Roll call.
No, pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm sorry, roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Here.
Mr. Rossi?
Here.
Mayor Getchia?
Here.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Here.
Mr. Bahu?
Here.
5 present, 2 absent.
3 minutes, 3.1, the approval of the minutes of the regularly scheduled Lowell School Committee meeting of December 17th, 2025. Motion by Mr. Bahu, seconded by Mr. Conway. 4, permission to enter. Roll call, I'm sorry. Everything has to go roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Del Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
4, permission to enter. 4.1, permission to enter January 7th, 2026. Motion to approve by School Committee Member McFadden, seconded by School Committee Member Del Rossi. Any questions? Roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
Thank you. 5, motions. 5.1, Committee Member Bahu, have proper department provide a report on the number of students provided and take advantage of breakfast at our schools, what the breakfast is at LPS is providing, and how it is implemented. Seconded by Committee Member McFadden. Mr. Bahu.
Sure. This is a simple motion.
we all know that the more students that eat breakfast have higher academics or attend school more. So this is a simple motion just to understand. I also know that if we meet 80% on any school, that there is more funding, and I know that funding is always an issue for us. So I believe that this would just be something for us to sort of consider. If you could just come back with a report so that we could sort of see how we can progress more students eating, better attendance, and even more funding.
Roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Del Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
5.2, motion by Committee Member Bahu, schedule a Finance Subcommittee meeting to discuss school funding for 26-27 school year, focusing development of budget, school transportation costs, contractual commitments, and overall scope of upcoming school year and finances, seconded by School Committee Member Conway.
Sure. So,
Committee Member
I
Bahu.
mean, this motion essentially speaks for itself. Just like to have a subcommittee so that we can go ahead and begin to discuss our finances moving towards 26 and 27 school year.
Roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Del Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
6, subcommittees. 6.1, the approval of the minutes of the ad hoc building naming subcommittee meeting of December 16th, 2025. We're going to defer that to the next meeting since School Committee Member Martin is not here. 7, reports of the superintendent. 7.1, Finance Office. Mr. Pinto.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, as school committee members, I want to point you, if I may, to the information in your packet. It's referred to as Finance Office updates. There's various different information given, and Dr. Pinto is here to take any questions you may have.
Seeing no questions, we will move on to 7.2, update school year 2025-2026 calendar. Superintendent Skinner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have some flux in our calendar, in part because the calendar that was approved, is approved up until now, did not make provision for voting days on February 3rd and March 3rd. This calendar in the packet tonight does provide for those days to be non-school days. However, we're working closely with the city administration on the potential that we can make arrangements so that the voting can go ahead and schools can remain open as well. We don't have a secure plan tonight, but we'd like a little bit more time to work that out. I might want to point out that we have our elections director, Mr. Rosenberry, with us tonight, who may want to also comment, and committee members, I welcome your input about it as well.
Do we have any questions? Mr. Rosenberry? Sure.
So, Mr. Mayor, I guess I'm a little bit confused. So are you guys voting on this calendar? Are you suggesting that it be pushed off a little bit?
Yeah, we're suggesting that we, so maybe a little bit more detail. I spoke with the city manager today. Since the packet was released with the revised calendar in it, showing that we were considering school days off, lots and lots of families have reached out, and social media has been abuzz with people complaining. It's quite disruptive for literally thousands of families for elections that we anticipate will be will have low turnout. And so we want a little bit more time to work it out. City manager today and I spoke, and he was amenable to us working a little bit more to come up with a plan so that we could keep schools open those days.
School Committee Member Conway.
Yeah, just very briefly, I think that one of the major reasons that we did that originally was for the security, because the layout of all the schools, that you could have somebody coming in and just all of a sudden walking down a corridor. So I don't, this is where you'll have to give us a report on that to find out whether all those schools can be secure, so that somebody doesn't come in and all of a sudden they can, just decide to roam around the school.
Thank you, Mr. Comey. The point is very well taken, and I always like to talk about classrooms and education and student achievement and the like, but nothing is more important than student safety.
Correct.
And so you'll not have a plan brought to you to keep school open unless we have provided for student safety. I will tell you, though, that when we think about it, I was a school principal for 22 years. The vast majority of those 22 years, we had polling in our school, and there was never once an incident. Had there been an incident, there's a policeman on duty. And so the police are in our schools on those days, and we believe with that security and with proper planning and provision, certain doorways locked, certain hallways locked, we can provide for people to come to a school cafeteria or a school gymnasium to vote without having access to the remainder of the building. That might also mean deputizing people to be in a certain place to monitor corridors and so forth, but we won't bring that forward to you unless we feel secure about it.
I brought that up just to reinforce the fact of, that's why we started it to start off with, so that, we ought to make sure that it's secure. So again, that's just a reminder. Thank you.
Thank you.
School Committee Member Bahu.
We just had bad weather today. We had ice all over the streets. I was questioning whether school was going to be open or not. I stepped out my house at 10 this morning, almost did a Dixie right outside my porch. Right now, and the weather has been, very wintry for the past month. Right now, if we go ahead to approve February 3rd and March 3rd to go ahead and close our schools, we're looking at closing school on at the end of the year on June 18th. So ultimately, if we have only, one snow day, which to me seems pretty improbable, we would be going into June 22nd for release. Now, we ultimately, don't have air conditioning in all our schools. So you don't talk about time on learning. This would really reduce the time on learning because kids don't concentrate as well when a classroom temperature is only over 75 or 78 degrees. Also, for us to sort of just keep, having no school days in, full school weeks, it sort of works against our attendance and it works against our teaching. And, a teacher goes ahead and assigns something on Monday and it really turns out that it's a half day on the following Wednesday on both of those particular dates. So it's really going to reduce the amount of learning that we can go ahead and offer to our students. And realistically, it's about attendance, it's about learning, it's about graduating, and it's about keeping up. So I don't know if we could go ahead and maybe, secure the schools like Mr. Conway had just mentioned. I know where I vote at the Daily and I voted at the Maury before, they generally have 2 officers there. Or even if we could hire a 3rd officer, we vote in both of those precincts at the gym. So I can't see that as being an issue, but I have heard that some schools vote in cafeterias. So I know that would, sort of create an issue with lunch, but if we could maybe try to move those cafeteria voting booths to another area and open the schools and keep them safe, then it would be great that we had the benefit of consistent school weeks as well as, having a little, what should I say, a little leeway on having a snow day if there is excessive snow or excessive ice like there was today.
Committee Member McFadden.
Just wanted to say that I've also been hearing a ton from parents, not only before kind of this calendar was released to review, but when I was campaigning, that families are really questioning why the schools are closed on Election Day and how disruptive it is not only to our students, but our families.
If I could just make one comment, I think the manager and the superintendent of schools is working hard to figure this piece out, and I thank you, Mr. Rosenberry, for that. Hopefully, we can find a solution, and it could be something that could be worked out for every time there's an election, and we can work that way. I think this should have been done long time ago, and I thank the superintendent and the manager for working together to try to find a resolution, and also Mr. Rosenberry for being here tonight. Hopefully, we can figure it out, but I'm not optimistic either. Mr. Bahu.
Mr. Mayor, if we could just go ahead and move this vote to the next meeting?
Well, this says on here, and I just want a point of clarification, it says it's just a report. It doesn't say it's an action taken piece. They're just reporting something to you. It doesn't
Well,
say that there's an action piece on this.
if we
I could be
choose-
reading this wrong.
If we choose to take the vote, then we're voting either yes.
You're just voting that you're seeing this report, that's all that this says. At least that's what I'm reading. It's under the report portion from the superintendent. If it was, it'd be under business.
Yes, that's so. Generally, the school committee approves the calendar early in the summer or in the springtime, actually, for the following school year. So the school committee has already approved a calendar and voted to approve that calendar sometime last spring for this current school year. The reason it's on there as a report is because we're considering changing what you've already voted on. But we can, I think it's fair to say we can accede to Mr. Bahu's suggestion and hold off any action until we've had another opportunity to work with the city.
Okay.
Excuse me, can I just ask
Yes.
for one more point of clarification of how it would affect staff members who have already made plans for the year, and would they be given any type of grace in terms of that?
So thank you, Mr. Rossi, for your question. As we stand right now, the calendar, until we make a change, the calendar is the same calendar that's already been voted on and approved. So I think we're not going to make any changes tonight. If changes were made to the school calendar, that's up to the school committee. If the school committee made changes to the calendar, there would be no automatic provision for teachers to receive some sort of consideration unless the school committee were to choose to make that an option.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Mr. Rossi. So motion by
That's going to be a problem.
School Committee Member Bahu, seconded by School Committee Member Conway. Okay, School Committee Member Bahu.
Well, if we,
Sure, if I may, Mr. Mayor, thank you. First and foremost, let me just tell you also that I am the parent of 2 LPS students. I'm looking at the same calendar myself, the Juneteenth holiday coming up at the end of the school year. So very sympathetic to having to deal with unexpected, whether it's a weather delay, school canceled because of weather, or an unexpected election. I am sympathetic to that. I am concerned about the timing, and I'm sorry I'm not able to calculate it out, but one of the things here is if we are to be having the students there for these elections, I'm told by Jim Hall, assistant superintendent over there, that it is impossible to safely run school without changing some of the polling locations, the rooms in which people vote. Now, I was just inquiring, I understand the school committee meets bi-weekly. That if there are room changes, and it might seem like something very minor to folks that aren't in the elections business, but I think the mayor could probably attest to in the most recent election, we had a snafu where there was an unexpected room change due to a combination of factors and miscommunication at the Maury School that was majorly disruptive. So even a minor room change can be disruptive and will likely, in many cases, require written notification to be provided to all the voters that are affected by the change. Lowell High School, for instance, they vote in what is the cafeteria entrance. It's more of a lobby now at the bottom of the stairs. I understand there's 5,000 students and staff that use that door that the voters will also be using, and it would be majorly disruptive. I cannot have the voters, for instance, it was suggested that they go in Arcan Drive entrance and use that as an alternative. That's something that would require notification. Additional trilingual signage. Time and money does not allow for disruptive changes that I have to notify voters for. And with the next meeting being only 2 weeks away, the deadline for any changes that I'd have to get before the City Council becomes impractical, because those changes would have to be voted on by the City Council and notification mailed to all the affected households with voters in them. So, again, I understand this isn't a decision. I didn't want to have to ask for these days at the school. I think there are future things that we could do to mitigate the impact of the schools. I know Superintendent Skinner, when you were principal at the Daily, they ran school comfortably over there, but you had smaller precincts then. Okay, I went back in time and I looked at the old maps. We had more precincts, which had fewer voters. You had a handful of precincts voting over there. We've reduced the number of polling places in the last, since 2017, which is the data I was looking at, consolidating them, moving them more into schools. We've stopped using the Immaculate. We've stopped using fire stations and other spaces we used to use. So I just am concerned that if there are changes that are required, we're going to require voter notification and votes by the City Council, that time is not going to allow for that. So thank you.
Superintendent Skinner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, and I'd like to address Mr. Rosenberry's concerns. I want to respect them. When as Committee Member Conway raised safety concerns, that's very much at the heart of what we want to provide for. But so is the democratic process. We want to respect that, and we want to respect your role to ensure that it's a properly organized and there's integrity to that process. So we're not going to do anything that would jeopardize that. What I'm asking for is an opportunity to discuss it with you, an opportunity to see if we can make provisions for the voting to occur while school is being run. If we're unable to do that, we'll come back to the school committee 2 weeks from now and we'll announce that we were unable to do it. But let's at least have a conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes.
All set? School Committee Member Bahu, you all set? Thank you. Motion to accept the report of the Superintendent 7.1 and 7.2 as a report of progress by School Committee Member Bahu, seconded by School Committee Member McFadden. 7.3.
Roll call.
Oh, roll call, I'm sorry.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
Thank you. 7.3, home education. Motion to approve home education by Ms. McFadden, seconded by Mr. Conway. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yeah.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
Thank you. 8, new business. 8.1, request and accept donation from United Way of Massachusetts Bay. Motion to accept by School Committee Member Conway, seconded by School Committee Member Bahu. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
8.2, budget modification request in the amount of $17,500. Motion to approve the budget modification of $17,500 awards by School Committee Member McFadden, seconded by School Committee Member Conway. Roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
Thank you. 9, convention and conference request. Motion to bundle and approve the convention and conference request by School Committee Member McFadden, seconded by School Committee Member Bahu. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mayor Getchia?
Yes.
Mr. Lay? Ms. Martin? Ms. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Bahu?
Yes.
5 yeas.
Motion, any announcements? Motion to adjourn by School Committee Member McFadden, seconded by School Committee Member Bahu. Thank you.
Perfect. What did I say, 22 minutes? What do we got? Freaking 22.